Whoa. Hello, everybody. This is KingGodwise, and this is lesson number 10. It's called anti. It's a real simple concept. Don't define yourself by your enemy. You are much larger than what you're against. And the examples of this are incredible, where you give power to something, someone, an idea, and a concept, and let them have way more power than they need to have. Let it have more power than it needs to have. The anti-smoking campaign has now, become anti-smoking. It gives more power to smoking than smoking should have. One of the best examples is the devil. Okay, the devil was a simple little bitty fallen angel. He's become the antichrist. He's just as powerful as Christ now in a Christian's mind. You have the Christ and the Antichrist. By being you have churches now that spend as much time talking about the devil as they do God. You have to be very careful when you define yourself by your enemy. When you define yourself as what you are. So this lesson, number 10, is called anti. And don't just be anti-something. Be something. All right. This is a real important concept. This election year, I think one of the factors that allowed Trump to win is there was the never Trump, the anti-Trump. That every time it was spoken, it became Trump, and so we have the anti-Trump, the never Trump movement. The Republicans were talking about never Trump. The Democrats were talking about never Trump. Well, they defined that, but they never defined themselves. And of course, national elections and God and good and evil are one example of this anti, but it happens in daily life. You can be a kid that hates your coach so much you become the anti-coach. You can be the student, an English student that hates your teacher so much you become the anti-teacher. You can be smaller than that. You can be the anti-homework. Whatever you're against shouldn't define you. You should be something, not against something. And I said this goes from the smallest aspect of your life to the biggest aspect of your life. And because when your enemy goes, you shouldn't disappear. When the Cold War ended, people that were anti-Russia didn't know what to do. And I'm anti-communist. Well, what are you? I'm anti-communist. Well, what's that? I'm anti-communist. Okay? So a lot of people depend on, and are subservient to something which is they hate, which is their enemy, which is not what they want, and then they actually become part of it. It's kind of like Nietzsche's beware when you battle monsters that you don't become a monster. I don't think that's what he meant, but this is a different version of that. It's a different take on it, maybe, or it's emerging characteristic. But don't be anti. Be something. That's about all I have to say about that. It's real simple, and if you watch yourself in life and look at yourself, you can sort of see maybe you are doing that. And it's easy to do, and at first it gives you some victory, but there's nothing more limiting and more temporary than being anti. It doesn't matter. You can be, if you're a musician and you're anti-country music or anti-rap music, or you need to be some type of music. If you're a politician, you can't be anti this. You can't do that. If you're a student, you can't be anti this homework or teacher thing. So I said that's about all I can say about this and I hope this lesson helps somebody out there. Look at your life and see if you are defining yourself by what you are against. If you're doing that, you're not defining yourself. You're simply a tool, a pawn in what you are against. So this is lesson number 10. Look at it over and over again if you need to. Now, lesson number 10, anti. Don't fall into the trap of being anti. Be something. Thank you very much. Hope this helps somebody. Bye.